Hi, I'm Chris Adler, and we're in Corpus Christi, Texas.
And I'm Robert Adler, and I belong to Chris.
And we've lived here for a long time. We were both born in Texas. We've been married and lived in Corpus Christi 40 years.
Let's go back a little bit. Oh. She was president of the school board during a very tumultuous time here in Corpus, because we were trying to hire a superintendent, and we had some things happen. You know, it just was politics. But she was the most panned public official in the city of Corpus Christi that year. She got the
I don't know if that's good or bad.
I think it's fantastic because she did something that nobody else was willing to do. And she's been on Del Mar board for almost 11 years, and she has been chairwoman of the Board of Regents for 2 years, was it?
Uh-huh.
And she's been the legislative chair for about 4 years, and she's my star.
12 of us became clowns, and now there's 20 of us. We're called the Clowns That Care, and we've been going, we volunteer twice a week. We rotate, so I only go like once every 3 weeks. About 3 or 4 of us go at a time, and we go to Driscoll Children's Hospital, and we've gone to all kind of clown schools, and we have makeup schools. We have the most fabulous costumes you've ever seen in your whole life. This is our latest picture, in case you you almost got me. This is all of our group, and these are all of our clowns, and this is the Tooth Fairy, and this is Miss Cookie and Miss Fishy, and this is the Ladybug, and these are all of our group. It's a sense that we all have that we're helping out somebody else, and we love it so much. Every one of us love it. So our clown group, if you're scheduled to clown, you clown, and it doesn't matter what you have, unless it's really an emergency, you don't cancel. So we all feel like we're really committed to Driscoll Children's Hospital, and we go there all the time. We love it so much. The first day that I went to clown, I'll never forget that day. And we were so excited, and we were walking down the halls, and we go in and out of the rooms, and we give them a toy, and we take a Polaroid picture with each child. And I walked in, and there was no child in the room. There was just a mother there, and she was on the phone, and her back was to me, and she was just crying and crying and crying. So she turned around to me, and I put my arms out. Here I'm in this garb. And she comes in, and I'm holding her, and she's holding me, and I'm crying, and she's crying, and it's just heartbreaking. And I said, "Tell me what's the matter." And she said, "I was just found out that my baby does not have a brain tumor." Robert belongs to this group called the Mustangs, and it's a group of 100 men in Corpus Christi, and they, the cream of the crop, the mayor, the city council, the police chief, every doctor, every lawyer in town, and they belong to this group, and they do
benefit cooks for 501c3 nonprofit organizations. And you have to be that for us to do that. And we furnish all the food for up to 500 people, free of charge. We pay for the food, we pay for the preparation, and what we say is that your gross is your bottom line. If you sell 500 tickets at $100 a ticket, that's $50,000 that goes into your coffers. You have to pay for wherever you're going to have the party, you have to pay for the entertainment, and you have to pay for drinks and things like that. But we furnish, our menu has been the same for the past 20 years. It's pork ribs, we make our own pinto beans, we make our own coleslaw, corn on the cob, and the condiments, which the jalapenos, of course, and pickles and onions, which we clean ourselves. We've raised a little over $4 million for various charities in the past 20 years. It's just something that I have done virtually all my life. You know, if it was a hamburger or grilled cheese sandwich or anything at all. I just enjoy doing nice things for people.
Somebody's got to do it. Everybody now that I'm running for city council says, "Oh, are you crazy? Why are you doing this? Why would you want to do this?" And all I think is, I don't mind doing it. Somebody's got to do it, and I have the support at home, and I have a lot of friends that are great supporters, and I just feel like it's just up to some folks that you've got to pull your share of the load, and you've got to make a difference if you can. And well, I was on the school board, and they came, and there was this whole program with the school that said they went out to the community and said, we're looking for mentors to work with one-on-one with students that needed help. And so I signed up, and they paired me with Sandy, and so we just got along beautifully. I'd pick her up at school, and she'd come over and stay, and then I'd take her home to her grandmother's late in the afternoon and so forth. But it was a good experience for me too. I've had lots of good experiences, lots of learning experiences. A lot of those times you just learn to count your blessings, but you have to be aware of what's going on around you, and you have to be willing to get involved, and you have to know that maybe everything's not going to turn out exactly the way you think it's going to, but it's going to be better.
I'm just a junk dealer on Agnes Street. I love it. I love doing things for the community. It's great to see the money that has been raised for these organizations. We do the Diabetes Association, the Heart Association, the Lung Association, Cancer Society, with the Mustangs, and it's just so good. And the Boy Scouts, I've been a scout since I was 8 years old. I was an Eagle Scout when I was 14. Been on the board for probably 25 or 30 years now. You see what they do with these kids that wouldn't have any guidance, and Matthew, our youngest, was also an Eagle Scout, and it's just an outstanding organization, and I just enjoy being a part of things that do good.
Whatever we do, we just get involved in. We do a lot of volunteer stuff. We volunteer to do stuff. We serve on boards, and we only do it because we want to. We just feel like that we're just doing a little something for somebody else in the community. So that's what we like to do. We have a wonderful life. We have a great house. We have a great home. We have great friends. Life is good.
I'm just happy doing what I'm doing. And by being active in the community and donating your time or your money, you're helping pay your dues to be in this fantastic country. We've been all over the world, and there's no place like Texas and the United States of America.